before they encounter the second, and 3 times in all. And Royan Bleu, white outside of Dushy Valley as they take that ditch. Flugzeug, Beware Chalk Pit the next. Glenwood Prince just dropped to the back of the field, was disputing 3rd place when they entered rate, disputing 5th place as they exit it, joined by Tara Bell last spot. So 2 by 2 they race around the home turn. Dushy Valley, Royan Bleu, still Flugzeug's kept widest of all on the outer of Beware Pit. They're about 4 lengths behind the leading pair, and a couple of lengths to the back duo, and that's Glenwood Prince racing on the inside of Tara Bella. So once again, they'll skirt round the outside, usually be the first in the home straight. Dushy Valley. Return his beloved Plumpton this afternoon with Royan Bleu in his outer. Beware Pit grinding away on the inside as is his style. Flugzeug and Tara Bella that are being kept towards the stand side, and Glenwood Prince towards the far side as they reach number 4. Which Beware Chalk Pit wasn't as quick as some of the runs. So still with 2 circuits to go. Dushy Valley and Royan Bleu. Certainly hasn't been the conditions. Flugzeug, the grey on the outside. Beware Chalk Pit in 3rd. And then towards the inside, both Glenwood Prince and Tara Bella. So they head on towards the 5th, a circuit under their belts, led throughout by Dushy Valley and Royan. And they still hold down the front 2 positions. Head of Flugzeug and Beware Chalk. They reach the 5th. Leaders over well. Indeed, the whole field are over okay. And Glenwood Prince. Glenwood Prince runner-up to Reblis over course, and Reblis subsequent to that going on to land the feature race of the season here, the Sussex National. Keeping a powder dry at the rear of the field, having lost the position down the back straight first time. They now enter the back straight for the second time. So long run bypassing what would usually be the next fence. Dushy Valley and Royan with a 4-length advantage. Beware Chalk Pit, just being niggled along by Mark Grant towards the head of Flugzeug. Glenwood Prince on the inside of Tara Bella as they descend. Royan Bleu and Dushy Valley. Flugzeug just front 2 once more. Beware Chalk Pit next. Still no signs of real anxiety from either of the back pair. Bella steering a wider course than Glenwood Prince as they run downhill and approach now the halfway stage. Dushy Valley. Next 2 fences coming up comparatively in the context of this race, and the front 2 have opened up an 8-length lead now. Royan Bleu and Dushy Valley over in 3rd, then Beware Chalk Pit. Glenwood Prince just a little scruffy at the back of the field, and a short run towards the open ditch. Royan Bleu and Dushy Valley over. From Flugzeug, Tara Bella improving on the outside of Beware Chalk Pit, and once again the back hasn't really agreed with Glenwood Prince this afternoon, and he is receiving a reminder too, in fact, at the field. Having once again just lost a bit of ground during the course of that back couple of fences. Meanwhile, Royan Bleu and Dushy Valley are pressing on. 8 lengths the gap to Flugzeug. Beware Chalk Pit and Tara Bella. On that bend, Glentz is closing up on that little cluster again, but has had to work a little bit to do so. Up the home straight still with over a circuit to travel. Dushy Valley, Royan Bleu still enthusiastic at this stage outside the leader. And these 2 about 6 lengths clear from Beware Chalk Pit. Flugzeug, Tara Bella. Once again, Glenwood Prince has managed to recover some was lost down the back straight. This will be the last in the circuit's time. They'll be relieved to get there. Bleu is over in front from Dushy Valley. Flugzeug in 3rd. Tara Bella on the Beware Chalk Pit. And Glenwood Prince at the rear of the field. Beware Chalk Pit being pushed and shoved along. It'll be a long final circuit for a few. Royan Bleu still travelling outside of Dushy Valley. Flugzeug niggled along for the first time. Tara Bella in red and white. Beware Chalk will grind on, but is having to do so a long way from home. And then Glenwood. So this is 4 from the finish. Royan Bleu and Dushy Valley still locked together, still clear of Flugzeug. Tara Bella, who's travelled arguably as well as any during the course of the has moved through into 4th place. Beware Chalk Pit joined by Glenwood Prince at the rear of the field as they now make the turn uphill, and Royan Bleu has got a Dushy Valley for just about the first time. Flugzeug in 3rd. In 4th place, Tara Bella. Glintz in 5th. Beware Chalk Pit struggling to go with the front 5 is really beginning to... So now this long run to the 3rd last. Royan Bleu pressed by Flugzeug the first time on the outside, moving into 2nd. In 3rd is Dushy Valley, still Teller. Travelling well for Brendan Powell, getting closer all the time, takes 3rd. And one into the back straight. Glenwood Prince all of a sudden again comes off the bridle as he has done every single hit. Beware Chalk Pit's 15 lengths down. So Royan Bleu travelling on 5 lengths clear. Tarabella moves through to dispute second with Flugzeug as they descend third last. They're now away from Dushy Valley, who's given his all as they take 3 from home. Royan Bleu and Tarabella in third place at the time has fallen. Dushy Valley either refused. Beware Chalk Pit definitely pulled up. And then there were 3 over Doom. Royan Bleu over in front. Flugzeug in second place. In Glenwood Prince, and they are the only 3 that are continuing as they make towards home. A long run before they reach the last. Royan Bleu being taken. Flugzeug, who still has a couple of lengths to find. Back in third place, Glen is 15 to 20 lengths down. Flugzeug trying to organise a challenge. This long run towards the last. They remain 12 to 15 clear from Gliss, who is continuing, accompanied by the loose horse. Royan Bleu, Flugzeug here to get on terms, and all of a sudden looks as if he's emptying quickly. Unlike Royan Bleu, Glenwood Prince may yet press for second, is running on strongly again, up 8, but surely has got too much to do, barring accidents at the last for Royan Bleu. Firing line always travelled well, pops over the last. Flugzeug and Glen are left to fight out second, but Royan Bleu up there throughout well will score for Killian Moore and Alex Hales and the Royan Bleu Racing Partnership. Real grim battle for second place. Flugzeug on the far side and the near Glenwood Prince. They fight out second and the last 2 home.
First number 4, Royan Bleu, and a photo finish for second place.